Hey everybody, this is your video lecture, English 1301. This is your video lecture for today, Thursday, the 26th of January. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of things today, and I'm going to get you guys ready for what we're going to be doing next week on Tuesday. Okay? So, first bit to know, the next thing you're going to want to complete after you finish listening to this is what's called the M2. That's Module 2 quiz. And Module 2 quiz is about, let me make sure I got these right. The Module 2 quiz is about claim, fact, command, or question. Real easy. So, but we do need to go through it. Just to go over that material, and you can see it again if you want to click on it. It should be viewable. There should be a couple of pieces, a couple of videos that you can see as well before that on the lesson on logical arguments. Well, the big thing about a claim is similar to a fact. Okay? But unlike a fact would be 1 + 1 = 2. I don't need to defend it. I don't need to get an authority to defend it. I don't need to go back into the history of it, anything like that. Everybody knows 1 + 1 = 2. That is a fact. However, a claim is similar to a fact, but it requires evidence to back it up. So, I could say, for a fact, Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo. That's historical, okay? And most folks who know a bit about history know that. But the trick is, if I want to say why he lost the Battle of Waterloo. Some people say he lost the Battle of Waterloo because the Duke of Wellington was a better strategist. Some people say he lost the Battle of Waterloo because he didn't have enough horses. And some historians say Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo because he had bad hemorrhoids and couldn't get on his horse and couldn't see the whole battlefield. Okay, whatever. Anyways, a claim would be an attempt to make a fact, but you need evidence to actually back it up. That is the difference. So, if I simply say 1 + 1 = 2, fact. If I say people need to drive less cars, well, that would be more of a claim, okay? Now, yes, I know someone's going to say, people who say that are usually flying around in private jets. That could be an argument against, and we're not going to deal with that here today, okay? For now, I just want to make sure everybody understands the difference between a claim and a fact, and a command usually ends in a period, or if you're really making it loud, an exclamation point. An example of a command: do your homework, clean your room, okay? End world hunger. Tall order there, but you get the idea. In a command, I am giving you a thing that you have to complete. In a claim, I'm giving you a thing that I want you to agree with. That's the big difference there. And last of all, of course, is a question. In a question, I am asking you to give me a fact or a claim or evidence. Okay? I'm asking you to give me one of those things. Are you listening? Yes or no? That would be a fact. Did you do your homework? Yes or no? Okay. Do you have a good reason for not doing your homework? Well, then you probably will answer with a claim and hopefully some evidence, or I'm going to give you a circular grade. You get the idea. So that's how that works. Excuse me for a second. Thirsty work. Now, so that's the thing. You are going to get done the M2 quiz, showing and telling basically if something is a claim, a fact, a command, or a question. Shouldn't be too hard for this group. Okay? Looking at what I've seen with you guys, I don't think anybody's going to have any problems whatsoever. Okay. the next thing we look at is this. I'm trying to remove the locks on this, but the way this thing is set up, you cannot complete, you cannot go on to say Module 3 unless all of Module 2 is complete. And Module 2, the last thing in Module 2, we have to complete an in-class activity called pie sets. Well, what's pie? Well, aside of the fact that it's one of my favorite desserts, especially cherry pie, and personally, I love the McDonald's cherry pies. If I can get those, yummy. Can't bribe me with them, but I do like eating them. Okay, so in this case, a pie basically stands by P, I, and E. Okay, so essentially, what we're looking at if we're talking about pie, we're looking at how we make an argument in something. Okay, we're looking at how an argument is effectively made. Okay, so what does PIE stand for? I like to go backwards on this. It's just me, and I like to look at evidence. Okay, so in an argumentative essay, well, I'll just start with the P. In an argumentative essay, an essay is a collection of information. In an argumentative essay, which you guys are going to be writing for me, that will be the big thing you write at the end of this course. In an argumentative essay, you want to convince me that a claim you have is correct. 1980s East Coast rap is better than modern day West Coast rap. I had a student do that for example. Okay. It could be something heavier, like Ronald Reagan was the greatest president of the 20th century, or John F. Kennedy was the greatest president of the 20th century. Those are claims. Now, the three big parts of an argument, first one is the point or claim. Okay? 1980s rap is better than modern day rap. That is your claim. That is your point. That is the P in pie. And you can see this on the slideshow that is on M2 lesson argument. So P in pie is point, claim. Second point, I, illustration, proof, evidence, or facts. You give me a claim or a point, 1980s rap is best. Then you give me illustrations, evidence, or facts. Tell me how things are. They could be wrong, so I need to hear your facts. Well, you had Shabba Ranks who started rap back then. Yeah, I know a little bit about this stuff. Anyways, so you've got number one is P, point or claim. Two is I, illustrations, proof, evidence, or facts. The third point we call the explanation or interpretation. See, in the explanation or interpretation, you take all the evidence in the second point and tell me why it's relevant to proving the point or claim in the first point. So, let me give you that quick example. We'll take something I know a bit about. Video games. I used to love playing Atari video games. One button, one joystick, and we liked it. I'm that old, okay? But I played the Ataris, and I still do. My family got me one for Father's Day last year. If I want to make a point claim, Atari video games of the 80s are better than Xbox games today. That's my point or claim. Illustration, I can give facts. More people owned Ataris. More people have played Ataris. Nobody's died playing an Atari because they forget to eat or drink for 50 hours at a time, which has happened with some of the modern video games. Okay? Explanation or interpretation. Because no one has died playing Atari games, my students are giving me funny looks right now. They don't realize I'm giving a video lecture. Because no one has died playing Atari games, that makes Atari games better, less hazardous, more educational, and all around better for that reason for your kids than Xbox. I'm reaching, but that's the idea. Okay. So what we're going to do when we meet again, we're going to sit down, we're going to get into small groups, and you guys are going to, as a group, read an argument, find the P, the I, and the E in each of the arguments on the piece. Okay? So we'll work with that. So until then, get the M2 quiz done. Claim, fact, command, question. Okay? And if you get everything done, if you manage to get some people together and do the 3 parts of an argument, okay, see if you can get onto the M3 fallacies. Look at the material on fallacies. They mentioned one fallacy that I didn't go over with you guys. And you can do the quiz for that and get that out of the way too. Okay? M2 quiz. We'll do pi exercise in class. And if you manage to get around it, well, you can try doing the M3 quiz on fallacies as well. I hope that helps. Hope you guys are having a great day. You guys all take care. Bye-bye.